Hey there and happy Tuesday. So I know it's been a while since I've been here with you live. Well, actually a couple weeks ago I did an unboxing because I was so excited about online exclusives, celebration, mini catalog. So I unboxed those things. So if you haven't seen it, you can look back on this page or go to YouTube and it'll be my last video prior to the one that I'm posting here now. And then since then too, today Stampin' Up! Also released 3 new kits for the online kits. And there's also a, for the online kits collection, and then there's also a scrapbooking brochure that went live today too. So tons of stuff, like as I keep thinking of things, I'm like, oh, I forgot that one, or oh, I need to post about that one too. So hopefully you guys also got my monthly newsletter that I sent out yesterday. I was on vacation for almost a week, and so my newsletter kind of came out a little bit later than usual, but I just thought the information is going to be the same, and nothing started till today anyway, so it was good to get that out. If you have an iCloud account for your email, that's the one that I'm struggling with, those people getting the reach to you. So so hopefully if I remove some of the links, then it won't look as spammy. So I'm not sure. I need to work a little bit harder on how to work around that. So just wanted to throw that out there. But otherwise today it's been a busy day because of celebration starting. It's always the busiest time of the season for me, or of the year, I should say. This season is for me, and so I'm doing a quick and simple card, and this is also going to be a sneak peek that's going to be at one of the events that I have upcoming. So in the next couple weeks, I will be in Fairmont on Tuesday, Worthington next week Thursday, and then the following Tuesday I'll be here in my home. And then I also have an Okoboji retreat coming up the end of the month, and then I'll start off in early February at Medelia. So all 4 different locations plus Okoboji in the matter of less than a month. So I hope I can do it. Like I joked with somebody today that is helping with their order. I said, who was that when I scheduled that, and who am I today? So I don't know if you guys can relate to maybe biting off more than you can chew. So that's why I'm starting simple. And sometimes you guys like it when I have one simple card out of the 6 that I do at the event, so that you're not overwhelmed by all of them. And I try and mix up easy and maybe not difficult, but maybe just more time consuming. And so this will be one of those. So hi Pam, thanks for joining in. Let me get my camera turned around. Yeah, and so thanks so much for those of you that played around in the last 6 weeks. Followed my son's football career that took me through across Minnesota, into South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, and then the following week into Iowa. And then last week we flew to Miami Beach and ended up in Charlotte for a little bit, and then came home. And so those were the 7 states: North Carolina, Florida. And so those are the 7 states for those that played along with the little game that I had just going on in the background while I wasn't here live doing lots of projects. So the month before December, I had tons of in-person events. And so then December, I just kind of needed to reset, catch up on things, get ready to do things for now. And so it was kind of a nice break from online videos, but yet I was still working behind the scenes, as kind of, it's just like running a household. There's a lot of behind the scenes things, but then there's a few things that show up, right? There we go. All right. So here's my card. Oops, let me get my lights a little down more. I don't know why they look like that. There we go. Okay, so here's quick and easy. And I'm so excited. And this is kind of why I don't also do a lot of sneak peek videos before catalogs go live, is I like to do a card, post the card, have a link with all the products, and I can't make links until the products go live. So that's part of it. There's no, I can't pull up the numbers and have that make a link. So so there's the beauty of waiting for that. But today is the first day, so I wanted to start off with a card right away. So mini catalog right here. And this card on page 18 of the mini, and here, let me just show you the stamp set with you in mind. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I have enough birthday stamp sets or thinking of you or whatever, but this one just caught my eye because it looked new and fresh, and I think I liked the bigger font of it too, and that there were some images to go with it. This is a standalone stamp set from page 18, and so there's no dies or anything, and sometimes I like that because then the investment isn't huge. I don't feel like, oh wow, I'm dropping a lot of money on a bundle or whatever, but yet I love bundles, especially, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a punch or dies, but sometimes it's fun to have a cheaper price point like this to just go, you know what, I'm just going to get that. And so because I love paper, these are good to just make simple cards using your papers. And then from Celebration, and how Celebration works, with every $60 you spend, you get to pick out something for free. If you get to 120, there's a couple options in here too. So now I can show you the inside of this brochure. So if you flip to page 8, there's a 6x6 Toadstool Gardens paper that's been fun to work with. And then on the next page, I'm using these purple adhesive back sequins. So it says purple, but there's like pinkish purple, I guess you could call it. So it's going to be nice for Valentine's and just this time of the season. Plus it coordinates with a lot of the products that are here and the online exclusives and such too. So it's good. I was helping somebody today with their order, and they're like, you know what, I'm not sure what I want. And so I don't want to just get something. And so I'm just going to put some of these purple adhesive back sequins in there because that's something that you can always just add to a project and use that way. So those are where that is coming from. And I'm also going to show you kind of like how I cut this so you can get the most out of your paper. Sometimes when we make cards with 6x6 papers, like this Toadstool Gardens pack, you don't want to just like chop it up and then go, oh gosh, now I have two pieces where it would have worked great to have like one long one or something like that too. So I'm going to show you how I cut that. So Toadstool Gardens, and then I got my color inspiration here from the back as far as what colors to use. And then my good friend Barb at Barb Ink, if you've seen her and I and my other friend Rolanda, we like to travel together Stampin' Up! Events. And she had this type of layout with black being the background. And I loved how it made her different paper pop, and she had different sentiments and such. And so after seeing how different my card looks from her, but yet I got the inspiration from her, so I want to give her credit. Just thinking that through, hopefully you can go, you know what, I have different stamps, or I have different paper, or maybe you want exactly this, that's fine too. But just seeing how a different layout with what you have can work great too. All right, so I'm going to start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 black. I cut it in half. It's scored here in half. So we're folding it this way today, guys, the long way. Let's see. Good to see you, Belle. Oh, thanks, Pam. Yeah, and so I think that's what Pam's right. That's what kind of drew me to this stamp set, was kind of a bigger font for birthdays. Like I'd sent out recently about 3 to 5 birthday cards, and because of how I did my fun fold, and in the inside there wasn't a lot of space to put like a big happy birthday. It wouldn't have even fit in there, but I had like a tiny happy birthday. I was like, oh, I'm so glad I have a tiny happy birthday for that. And so that was so last week, and now this week I'm on to I need a big birthday, right? Okay, so I've got that ready to go for the card base. And then these are the two 6x6 designs that I'm working with. So I'm going to start with the cute toadstools. And so I'm going to need just a 3x4 piece of this. So let me bring over my trimmer. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, it's going this way, 3 inches. I'm going to go to the 4 inches here and then just trim that off so that we have a nice long piece to work with later, either this way on a card or that way, but it's easier than cutting it up the middle this way, shoop, and then having two pieces left over. All right, and then I'm going to cut this 6x6, or what's left of it, in half 3, because I only need a 3-inch piece here. So this one I'm going to set aside for later or to make another card. So that's good for that. And now this, I want my lines going this way. I think it's more appealing to have it going this way than this way. So then I know I'm going to cut this strip off here. So I'm going to, once again, bring it to the 4-inch mark here. And just cut off that strip and set that aside, because there again, that's a nice long strip to work with for something. Doesn't seem like much, but it is nice. Now I only need 2 inches to finish the rest of the card front. So I'm going to cut off 2, and now there's 4 inches left, so I could, you know, do that, or just cut it in half and make, you know, 3 cards out of this piece also. So I've got that going there. And then I just realized here I didn't do that, so I'll just cut it here for you. Like a 1/2 inch strip by 4 inches of Melon Mambo. So that's what I need to finish the card front. For the background of it anyway. All right, so let me bring back this. Hi there, Jean. Hi, Dawn. And yeah, Donna, I've got some people that are busy during the day that can chime in here with me at night. All right, so this 3x4 strip or chunk, I'm just going to get some adhesive on the back of this here. And just by eyeing it, leaving about 1/4 inch along the edge here. And then this 4x2 inch strip, I'm just going to the same thing, like kind of leave a visual 1/4 inch over there. Then kind of have to move my fingers because I want these to line up here, like so, and across there. And then you could almost leave that black, because doesn't that almost look like you have another black strip going? But you know, I'm going to leave this off and maybe work with the design of the sentiment, so you can like see options, put it that way, and see what you visually think. And if I put that on, then it's too late to guess and know, right? So we're going to just keep working with the rest of the card, and then hopefully I can show you another thing. Sometimes I have things in the background that I want to show you, and then I get so wrapped up in my cards or looking for comments that I forget. Okay, so Melon Mambo here, this ink pad. And I don't know if it's because I am a boy mom that I just don't use this color very often. So this is like the old like canvas topped ink pad, to be honest. It's not the nice foam. And so after today's video, because it's Celebration, sometimes I look for things like, oh, it's time to update some ink pads and get a free something from Celebration if I do that. So maybe it's time to get a nicer foam ink pad with the Melon Mambo. So I'm going to bring over, because I'm also using the foam, I'm going to bring over my foam pad to make it a really nice crisp image. So we've got Happy Birthday and Melon Mambo there. And then I'm going to go behind. Oh, and let me give you the measurements. This is 1 5/8 by 3.5. And so I kind of wanted a tight fit to the greeting and not have it take up too much space, because we want to see the cute background paper. And then I'm going to open up some Granny Apple Green. So I had a tough time deciding, like, okay, do I want to use pumpkin pie, Melon Mambo, Granny Apple Green? Even fresh freesia would look cute on that. And every time I brought out a color, it just kind of made a different color pop, obviously, on the background paper too. Now the Granny Apple Green I chose because that's what's in the fun print here. And then there's just this little greenery piece that comes from With You in Mind. So I'm just going to stamp that. And then the Happy Birthday still shows very well, but it just kind of ties like the colors together in there too without it. With this being such a large sentiment, I kind of wanted something to ground it so it didn't look so stark on the white. And now I'm going to just back that with this piece that is 1.75 by 3 5/8 on the basic black. And let me just get couple strips here of adhesive and put that on here, and now we'll get to the point where I can show you some alternates for this. So if I were just to put this on the card, I think, gosh, I kind of actually like that. I'm not gonna lie, kind of like that. So maybe in your comments, if you're following along, hi there, Amy, tell me if you like the black, or and then I'm gonna add the pink. or actually maybe we'll do, here is the pink, so you can see that. And then I'm gonna put my embellishments on here. And before I do that, I'm gonna show you, and this one just, I didn't care as much. So you can tell me if you think you like the black layout or the pink layout. It does, I mean, it's the same card, guys, but look how different that, whoops, that makes it look. So I'm gonna make you guys do some work instead of just watching me, but it just makes it look really different, and that's kind of fun. Okay, and then another option that I started with was pumpkin pie for the orange, which was kind of fun too. And then I think before I got the orange stripe in there, here, let me just grab, I have tons of 1/2-inch strips, so this would have been kind of fun. And yeah, that just makes that pop too. But what I did is, in celebration for the freebie item that you can get with a $60 order, I ran this happy birthday through with the Starstruck embossing folder that's free. I'm going to put the light on it there and see if you can kind of see that texture in there that I did. But then I kind of didn't like it. I felt like it kind of washed out the sentiment a little bit when I put it on there, or because this was kind of busy and it just, I don't know, I didn't like it as well, put it that way. So I'm going to read comments here. Hi, Margaret. And Kay saying cute card. Amy says black and Julie says black. And so there we go. So maybe I'm just going to leave this and just put that on there like so. Or if you wanted to, technically you could always, you know, come in with, I don't know if I have any right by my fingers here. This is kind of thick, but you could also add, you know, cut that down or whatever, and just add that if you wanted that to pop up. But I think the black kind of looks sharp, guys. So you can tell that even though this is a very live video, it is kind of fun for you guys to chime in along with me and change things up as we go. All right, so I'm going to put about 4 dimensionals. And now those of you that might actually come to a class and make this card, you're going to be like, okay, what am I going to get to make? I said I like the black. Just kidding. Okay, this is bugging me. There's just a little rough edge sticking out. And because it's black, it's going to show up on the hot pink colors and such. I don't know why, just that little edge. Okay, now I've got dimensionals on there. There we go. So I'm just going to put that on here. And even though the stripes are kind of thicker and thinner or whatever, this will be easy to line up, and just you can kind of leave that much on the edge too. So I've got that. And then, like I said, the freebies from Celebration, here are the purple adhesive back sequins. And I kind of wanted to use a couple different colors. So I'm going to use the larger Melon Mambo color there, and then maybe like this next lighter purple color, and just depending on how the light hits it, we get different shades and such, and then come back to this Melon Mambo, or it's almost like a berry burst, I should say. And I'm gonna come back and grab like a smaller one of those, like so. So I've got the card front finished, and then let's just make a quick and easy inside. Here we go. So I'm just doing my basic 4 by 5 1/4, and from that same stamp set with you in mind, we've used this. So of course it's great. I could have done thinking of you, but I'm going to do best wishes. So it's going to be another big greeting for the inside to kind of follow along and make the inside and outside coordinate. Best wishes. I thought about doing this over top again, but I'm like, you know what? I don't know, get into my my signature moves of, here we go. I'm going to put it in the corner, and I kind of like that. It just kind of makes the whole inside fill there. So then I'll just add a little adhesive here. So like I said, very easy card to take out your 12 by 12s or 6 by 6 pretty papers, get those used up, and say if it's like your New Year's resolution to send more people birthday cards, you know how easy it would be to just get out a whole bunch of paper and just make like a whole bunch of birthday cards, get a couple months down the road with having these made up. So here we go. We've got this and that. So yeah, if you're just even watching on replay, still chime in and say, hey, I like pink better or black better. I know my friend Carol, if she watches, she'll probably say the pink. She's a huge fan of Melon Mambo. So that's kind of fun to know people's favorite colors. And I do have a new January host code up. Here it is. If you order using this host code, you're going to get something special from me in the mail. And there's just so much going on with Celebration that you'll be able to get something no matter what you order from me or from Stampin' Up or from both of us. So that's always good to know. And just waiting to hear back from one person that's interested in being one of my online hostesses. And so if I get more information of, yes, she's going to jump in, or like when is she going to start, I'll let you guys know that too. But as of right now, this is my only host code going right now. So I hope to be back with you tomorrow. I hope to be back with you a lot because I'll have a lot of ideas with everything going on too. And so take care. If you have any questions with any of the new products, please let me know. Have a great night. Bye-bye.